trick your brain into staying motivated with dopamine anchoring. Feeling unmotivated is one of the most frustrating parts of being human, especially when you know you need to get things done. But what if you could rewire your brain to actually look forward to those tasks? Sounds too good to be true? Well, there's a psychological technique gaining traction that might just make it possible. This method, known as dopamine anchoring, is more than just a trendy buzzword floating around social media. It's rooted in real science. The idea is simple yet powerful. By consistently pairing something you enjoy, like your favorite playlist or a tasty snack, with a task you dread, your brain can eventually start to view that task as a reward in itself. Here's how it works. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that plays a major role in how we experience pleasure and motivation. When we anticipate something enjoyable, dopamine levels rise before we even receive the reward. That anticipation is what gives us the energy and drive to act. By repeatedly linking a pleasurable stimulus with an otherwise unpleasant activity, say cleaning your desk or going for a run, your brain begins to associate the task with that same dopamine-driven excitement. Dr. Joshua Stein, a child and adolescent psychiatrist at Prairie Care in Minnesota, explains that over time, this consistent pairing creates a strong mental link. The more consistent the pattern, the stronger the association, he says. Eventually, your brain begins to crave the task itself, and this is the part most people miss. Dopamine isn't just about feeling good. It's about wanting to feel good. It's the anticipation, not the satisfaction, that drives behavior. This distinction is crucial because it shows that motivation isn't just about willpower. It's about training your brain chemistry. But here's where it gets controversial. While dopamine anchoring can be incredibly effective, some experts worry that relying too heavily on external rewards could backfire. If you always need a treat or a fun distraction to do something, what happens when those rewards aren't available? Could this actually weaken your natural motivation over time? Stein acknowledges this risk. Like any psychological tool, dopamine anchoring needs to be used mindfully, he cautions. It's meant to be a bridge, not a crutch. In other words, it should help you build momentum, not become a permanent dependency. There's also the danger of choosing the wrong kind of reward. Sugary snacks, social media binges, or other highly stimulating activities might give you a quick dopamine hit, but they can also lead to burnout, poor focus, or even addictive behaviors. Instead, Stein recommends using healthier, non-addictive rewards like listening to music, journaling, or enjoying a warm cup of tea for those with conditions like ADHD or depression. Where dopamine systems may already be out of balance, dopamine anchoring can be especially helpful. It essentially primes the brain to tolerate or even enjoy challenging tasks. However, for individuals who struggle with anhedonia, the inability to feel pleasure, this technique may be less effective as the brain has difficulty forming those positive associations. So how do you actually start using dopamine anchoring in real life? The key is to begin small and stay consistent. Dr. Stein offers several practical examples. Listen to your favorite podcast during a long commute. Plan a fun outing with friends after finishing a big project. Enjoy a healthy snack while tackling a difficult assignment. Bring your favorite coffee to a stressful family gathering. Watch a sports game while working out at the gym. The goal is to keep the rewards simple, enjoyable, and non-addictive so they support rather than distract from the task at hand. Over time, these small changes can lead to big shifts in how your brain responds to work, chores, and even personal goals. Still, one question remains: are we manipulating our brains for the better? Or are we just creating new dependencies? While dopamine anchoring can be a useful strategy, it's important to remember that it's not a magic solution. Like any form of mental training, it requires consistency, awareness, and balance. What do you think? Is dopamine anchoring a brilliant way to boost motivation, or a risky shortcut that could undermine our natural drive? Share your thoughts in the comments below.